The Drug Policy Alliance, or DPA, is a New York City-based nonprofit organization with the principal goal of ending the American war on drugs. Its goals include nationwide availability of medicinal cannabis, the creation of drug-related public health measures, ending the abuses of asset forfeiture by law enforcement, and repealing nonviolent drug sentences, among others.
The DPA was founded in 2000 and is led by Executive Director Ethan Nadelman. The DPA has enjoyed support in the past from veteran news anchor Walter Cronkite, who appeared in their ads and spoke out on the failed war on drugs on their behalf. The DPA convened their biannual conference this past November in New Mexico. There were tons of speakers over the three-day seminar, and the cannabis community was represented quite well with a room dedicated solely to the topic. We were there taking it all in. Let's go and have a look.
This is Alan St. Pierre, Executive Director of NORML in lovely Albuquerque at the Drug Policy Alliance Conference. We're talking marijuana.
But right now, the wind is at our back. It is at our back. What Obama's Justice Department did on the Justice Department guidelines on medical marijuana just a few weeks ago, that was major. And that they can no longer say that the feds are against us. They can no longer say we can't do this because we don't know what the feds will do. Right now, the number one factor holding back reform in this is the prison industrial complex. It is the law that offense and radicalized all of us. Great members of police, law enforcement, and
We need to end the war on drugs as being totally ineffective and devastating and more of a problem than the drug problem itself.
Definitely medical marijuana should be acceptable in all states, and actually the war on drugs should be fought smarter and economically.
I saw the utter failure after 20 years of police work of this policy in our society and felt that I had an obligation to try to change it.
War on drugs is a total failure. Our policy is a total failure because of the violence that it generates within our communities, and usually our most impoverished communities.
The reason I oppose the drug war is because it doesn't work, and secondly, it's the heart of any crisis in America you can name.
Because we represent a truth that is bigger than the darkness. We represent a hope that is bigger than the doom and the gloom. We represent a possibility that transcends the limitations of logic. We are a people. We are the ones that can and will put an end to the death and to the destruction that is represented by this horrible war on drugs. If prohibition will end, because we will stand together. We are the keepers of the light, and we're not going to let anybody or anything put out our light.
We really need to concentrate now on developing positive models of cannabis distribution.
What's the role that college students can play in making this happen?
If you smoke marijuana, be a responsible marijuana user.
Because the moral issue is the drug war.
Nothing hurts this cause more than people who end up getting in trouble with marijuana or misusing it. Because it's a bad example, it worries all sorts of people. So I think that's the first thing.
If we develop positive models now, if the how will it be looks good to all of the people who are sitting on the fence across the country, I think we'll be able to build on those positive models and push for greater access to cannabis for all citizens.
We have to stand up for our rights, and they're not going to give them to us. We can't ask for a favor to be let loose from this current chain of policies that hold us back.
Cannabis is sufficiently like other things that we have out there, like alcohol and tobacco and so forth, that it will probably be handled like those products are.
One of the primary benefits of licensed and regulated distribution is that it takes access to cannabis out of the hands of kids.
I think the only thing that is out of Southern California, frankly, are the district attorneys in San Diego and Los Angeles who are coming around and trying to arrest us instead of regulating it.
I was the one who thought marijuana was the weed of the devil. Honestly, I believe the garbage and lies that my government, which I believe in still, in spite of that, had passed out. I'm a conservative Republican, always have been, and this is a Republican issue. Abraham Lincoln wrote against prohibition. Prohibition makes crimes out of things that should not be crimes.